What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? I don't think that had any effect. Still at 4.3. It's because it's multitasking, right? So when I'm running the game, doing everything else, my stupid motherboard won't let it go above 4.3. My CPU usage isn't. I wonder if I could just drop down the number of cores. Ooh, man, probably not a good idea. Look, this graph's showing lots of usage all across the board. Oh, it's dropping a little bit. Oh, that's weird. Don't tell me space engineers is a multi setting. Oh well. I should get a. If I could get a performance increase on this motherboard, then I just do. Okay, what is going on? I could have sworn I logged off in the bed on this ship again, and it's killing me. And yeah, the atmosphere in here, so what's that about? I swear to God, I logged off in here. No. No, wait a minute, Jasper. Put you back in the room. Weird. I could have sworn I heard a meow, but then I was like, it's just a sec, Jasper. And then I heard a meow again, and I go ahead and open the door, and it looks like I just woke him up, like meowing in your sleep. What's going on here? Okay, so might as well get back to the grinding. So I had my physio appointment. It was a lot nicer. Yes, yesterday I sort of just took a roller and went down on my back. They actually like used his hands. He was like twisting and pushing, and actually felt like more like massage instead of steamrolling for 100 massages at once. So like, and then got some pizza, watched some 300. Was going through looking for movies to watch. Nothing new that I really want to watch right now. I thought Fire Saga was or Eurovision. I thought it looked so stupid, and I didn't give it a chance for a long time. That's my favorite movie. My new favorite movie for a while, anyways. Get some elite tools. This is stupid. Where do they keep going? Don't need the drill to do my work, obviously, and I don't need to make any because there's two in there. Silver textures looking good. Ooh, grab it up. A tiny one for Physio. Bam, and these float around. Whee. Okay, I hope I didn't have any steel plates on me. That's I got some, oh, I guess I don't need the grinder right now. I'll have to make a note, like, take a piece of paper, right? Like, I logged out of Space Engineers in my bed in the scout ship. Put it on my keyboard so next time I go play and I like find myself dead, I know 100% sure that I should have not died, but I did die anyway from my last two. Which luckily it was just the welding, because that's all I needed. Welding. Oh, this could be a big project. Hopefully, a little bit of added performance there will help. There's an alarm. Like in the hallway or outside? Filling these spots. They're coming out. Oh, I can't have so much work to do. There's a guy, same name as me, Justin. It's like, I don't know if he is a physiotherapist. He's not my physiotherapist. He's always working the desk, giving me exercises. And as far as I could tell, he was doing that with all the other clients. And it's kind of weird. Like at first, it was just the two of them, like a big empty place. I was like, wow, you guys are doing a good job running this. Now there's like all these other people, and I don't know if my mom went there. I know my dad went there, and I think it was him who said there was a woman who was his physiotherapist. But the guy, same age as me, I guess he's going to somewhere else, like a similar job. I miss him. He's a nice guy. Really, like I really lucked out. Just it wasn't random. It wasn't. It just wasn't the greatest research. Cause like I was like, oh, I should go to this place because they have OHIP coverage, and I might get it. And didn't bother to actually look up the OHIP coverage, which is you have to be in between, or you have to be under. Sorry. Let that out. No, you have to be under 19 or over 65, or you have to like be like covered by insurance, like your work or an injury at work. If it's like just like continue, like me, I'm pretty sure it was work that did it, but like it was my obviously it's my fault. I don't care. Please blame. Like yeah, the new servers. It's not my employer's fault. It's more like the head Tim Hortons Corporation. Their new servers aren't really designed ergonomically, and they don't have any like training. Like, oh, this is how you should lift this. Um, and so I find it's the easiest to lift like the handle with one hand and like balance the thing at the bottom with the other hand because you have to like push it into place, and you do need control at the bottom. So from now on, I shouldn't be doing like lifting with one side of my body. Should be using both hands to lift, and then I place it down if I need to wiggle around to get it into place. I should use both hands. I shouldn't be doing things one like do a couple things at a time, multitask, do things one handed for that. But like for these heavy things, obviously you got to do proper lifting. It's not just like bending your knees too. You actually have to like arch your back, which is my problem. And bending your knees isn't really specific. It doesn't really apply to my problem for lifting because like you're lifting it from one spot like at a table height, counter height to another spot at a counter height. Like unless if you drop them on the floor, you shouldn't be bending down to lift these things up. So it's a lot of like twisting and carrying down from like one end of the restaurant to the other. It's perfect height for that. Like you don't have to lift it. It's basically the height that you'd be comfortable lifting it at. You might have to lift a little bit in place, but you're not really lifting vertically a lot. You're just holding it, moving it around. And I described the movement to the physiotherapist. Well, not the physiotherapist, the guy who's leaving, who does my. I don't know if he is a physiotherapist, but he's not like the active therapist. Just like goes over exercises, and he was doing the front desk, but they were training someone on the front desk. They're very nice people. I heard like a cool little conversation because I'm obviously into computer stuff. They were talking about their systems because the one lady was training another lady. But apparently, They used to have it set up to save stuff on like hard drives, and now it's all probably
Energy
networked or
low.
saving on the internet in the cloud. If it's not like probably a corporate network or it's like saving to some server on an intranet, which is just sort of like the internet, but it's not open to others. It's like a private internet. Well, it wouldn't even be an intranet because intranet implies like websites, HTTP backups, and accessing the network storage isn't it would be on the intranet network, like the internal network, but yeah. So like they were
Energy
saying,
critical.
it used to be all on hard drives, and like when the power went out, the lady who was doing the training, she'd have to like run around. Sorry, the lady that was doing the training would have to like run around and shut off all the computers because they had like a universal or uninterrupted power supply that like beeps when the power goes out because you have like five whatever the batteries. More expensive ones last longer. Oh, I think, um, yeah, they replaced that. Now it's like networked, and if the electricity goes out, I guess they just let the computers shut down on their own, or maybe they got rid of the uninterrupted power supplies. Probably, they probably don't even matter. Need them on the workstations. Well, I agree with that guy. Like, I don't know, just very professional, very cool guy. Wish the best for him. Um, I just feel like he's more on the ball, and like my physiotherapist is named Kyle. It was probably because the one lady was training the other lady, but like after so I was go see the physiotherapist Kyle first, and then he's like go see Kyle for like exercises and stretches. Or no, oh yeah, I did some exercises with Kyle, but most the main exercises without like lifting like a box that I put weight in. It's like doing exercises with my body. My physiotherapist Kyle. But yeah, like so today, uh, normally Justin guy takes me over to the front desk and he does the stuff, but he sent me there because like the two girls were there. And he's like, "Go, so you go settle up, and like we'll get you like some new appointments." I go over there and they're like, "How can I help you?" It's like, and I was the only one there except for someone who was just like who just came in, so like they should know like who's next up and like what they have to do now. Maybe it wasn't their fault. Maybe the Justin guy didn't go over and tell them, and probably should. It went from being small and feeling very cohesive to sort of feeling a little scatterbrained. It's a while there, just getting I booked like 2 weeks in advance, so now I have two appointments next Tuesday and Thursday, and um, hopefully there'll be openings for the week after that when I go in next Tuesday because they were always booking me. So I had 2 weeks of appointments. So and the Justin guy said something about like they were filling up fast, so they thought they booked me 2 weeks in advance. So I don't know. But best of luck to him. He's telling like I overheard him like telling some other guy, another client about it. Probably a guy who's been there longer, probably is more of a regular. Didn't quite catch where he said he was going. Mm. Poor Jasper. I think I went to lay down after filling up his big container that I like measure out a little cup every day. And I left that on the dining room table, and normally he's good and he won't go on the table. But I think he probably, it's very easy to do, like the couch is right up next to it, so like he smelt it, like sure he would have before. Ever since then, he's been super hungry, so I think he just picked down and got spoiled himself. Now I have to deal with it because like, it makes me feel like I'm an asshole starving him. I'm not. He's actually not losing weight like he's supposed to. He was like 22 pounds or something, or maybe even 24. Somewhere over 21, or at least 21. And he got all the way down to 11, and I think that wanted him down to like 10, or it might have been down to like 12 or something. And we was like so close, and we are like, oh yeah, give him a little treat to celebrate, and like he got gained like 2-3 pounds back. I think since then he hasn't.
Energy critical.
If any at all. Calm down, Jasper. Leave me alone. I'll put you in the bedroom. Go have a nap. Kind of want to go join him and lay down. Too. Maybe I'll do that. Be a Nighthawk play later tonight. What do you think, Jasper? Nap time? Okay. It sucks because I just started the stream, but like, what are you gonna miss out on? Me just welding. What? Oh, it's really interesting stuff. Sorry, you're gonna miss out. I swear, I thought I heard him meow twice, but I looked in there. It didn't look like he was meowing. Like I woke up. But I won't. I won't have a nap. Maybe a little bit later. I think if it gets too much later, I might as well just suck it up. Wait, and then talk. Hold on. No. Okay, so I got yeah, I didn't. So I go check my mail. It's a parcel locker thing. They put the key in your locker when you get a parcel. I totally forgot I ordered this battery and I didn't expect it to arrive. So even though the ETA did say it could possibly arrive, so this new battery for my speaker. Yeah. It sucks. Normally, like when it was new, when the battery got low, I think it should automatically do it, but it would definitely do it if you turn it off on. It would change it so the max volume was lower because I guess they tweaked the whole thing so that like at maximum charge it pumps out like this ridiculously loud the size of speaker it is. Sony Bluetooth speaker. And they probably tweaked just as much volume as they possibly could out of it so that when the battery's at like 50% or whatever, it's not as loud. And since it's old and it's not lasting, that was a weird box. It's heavy too. It doesn't, whatever chip is inside it that tells it, oh, this is how much battery you have, well, this is the maximum voltage you have. It's still doing that, but the battery is starting to show its age, so it says like, oh, it's 50% charge. It can't hold the same voltage that it used to be able to, so it just shuts off. So I'll be like on my bike, I'll turn it up because there's the wind blowing in my ears and cars going by and stuff. So I'll turn it up so I can hear it. Or it might be like a really awesome song, like yeah, crank the volume up. It's like like they're singing like guitar and drums. Just stop. I'm just like no. So I gotta replace that battery. Not too bad though. Like it was really bad the last couple of days, and it was because I needed a new USB cable for the charger. Got that, but I'm probably gonna hold off with putting that battery in there, the new one, because it probably lasts a little bit longer. I'm surprised it doesn't have a bigger battery inside the speed. Um, but it crapped out onto me today and did exactly what I was describing, where like the volume was set too loud and the battery was starting to lose its charge, and it's showing its age, so it can't supply the proper voltage or amps or whatever, give you watts. So it crapped out on me. But normally it's fine if I like keep it plugged in, keep it charged, and it's fully charged when I go out. Like it won't last very long, but I'm not normally out there very long. I'll normally get home, or I can just be careful and manually lower the volume so that it doesn't crap out. But I guess I don't know when I forgot to. I think I was like listening to it not on my bike. Like I didn't go out. I think I just like went. I might have had a shower and I was like, I want to sing in the shower. So I brought the speaker into the shower. Not into the shower. It is water resistant, but I wouldn't bring it in the shower. I brought it, put it in the bathroom. And I must have forgotten to plug it in. Might have even not have been plugged in all night. Can't remember. Didn't really look when I turned it on this morning. The wheels on this are ridiculous. If I put smaller ones on there, maybe I can make a shorter one. This will be like, yeah, maybe I'll make different Rovers, but this will be the max size. So streets will be wide enough for one to go and like for me to turn around corners. So I need a little bit more. Like this is going to be the edge of a lot. And they're going to be 50 by 50. I could just do them the exact same size as a lot. That would give me enough room to make it two-way with the big. That's too big. I want to fit a lot. I want this to be like a dense city, creative city. Oh, and I think I did it off the stream, but I don't know. I might have had the stream going. I managed to get rid of all the like craters and stuff that I made when I was driving my rover around, crashing and stuff. Oh, and the clip's going on. Is it? I think it's getting more of an eclipse. Oh, what way is it? I can't tell which way is the sun moving. Moving behind it or out from it? Let's fly around. What kind of like eclipses can this graphics engine do? Hey, look at the atmosphere glowing. So, just stay here. The skybox should move, and this would be like where you'd be on Earth, where like the moon is the perfect size to block the sun. Oh, looking at oh, getting brighter. Oh, there it goes. I'm gonna mute the mic and throw on some music and grab a drink, and then we'll get right into the grindy aspect of welding like thousands upon thousands of steel plates to center monument, which is going to be the starting point of craters. Now, it's actually just yes, space engineers on. Turn that out. I just want to see what other kind of cities people have. What kind of want to see what how much people have been able to build. Oh god, those roads are tiny. My
Hello and
rover is
welcome back to
huge.
another Space Engineers Showcase
I don't hear
video.
anything. I'm gonna turn
In
the sound
today's
off.
video, we are once again
Again,
looking at another one of these builds, another one of these designs that you have linked to me in the comment section of one of my
This is
videos.
cool.
Today's
Look at that
video
fucking
is on
spinning
Sci-Fi
statue.
City, which is this lovely thing you are seeing in the background. But word
Look
on
at how
wall,
that's
actually
like
well,
dangerous how fast
exceptionally
these
laggy
things.
to the point I have lowered my graphics down to an almost potato-like level. So this is a map that
It
you
doesn't
use
look
in
too
the
bad for
winter
potato
when you
level.
want an extra source of heat to keep you warm. Because my god, is it demanding. So if you're on a very low-end system with a very weak CPU, you're not going to be able to use this map, unfortunately. I am pushing it with an i5-3330, which is a 3 GHz quad-core and a 1050 Ti 4 gig graphic.
Quad core doesn't matter because it's single thread.
So this one has been just released to the public for a little bit of fun, basically. So starting over here, we are going to walk around this. It's kind of bad. In fact, I'll just stay here in the middle so I can just drop down there if I need to. In fact, yes, I am much safer down here. Let me just go on my jetpack.
Safe from what?
We have a lot of detail. There's a lot of
Is he the only one
this,
here?
which is contributing to the performance problem. So
I can see through the ramp.
This would be ultimately put into the floor, so you wouldn't see any of these gaps, but it is, like I said, partly constructed, just near enough finish.
Oh,
Going up here, we can see the parking lot.
that's pretty good for not being finished. Look at that car.
Down here, in fact. There's probably quite a long video, but let's just run along here.
What? Why won't he use spectator?
We have got a small little garbage truck.
That's cool.
Looks like it's going to fall to its death
What's
at
with the?
any point.
Yeah.
We can, I believe, drive the actual garbage truck. Let's get in here, bring up the HUD. We have no options.
So this is June. I don't know when they released it, but they released a flight seat or control station for small grid. So you wouldn't need what you have here, where he has a cockpit and then he has like armor built around it. You'd actually have a control chair inside the little cabin of the truck.
I can drive it.
Oh my god, it's so cool. Is it gonna drive? Oh, is it a good tour of the city and a garbage truck?
Vehicles are not really meant to be driven, so they're not really set up in a way that's very usable. So they are a bit wonky when driving. So I'm just going to leave this one here. Continue looking around the stadium. We've got a lovely car over here to be using.
Look at that car!
If you want to use this car, you will have to destroy the seat and put it in the cockpit. You can easily fit in there, or you can put a remote control block on there and do it like that. Coming around the side here, we've of course got our little road going around.
Actually, I like the car.
And another unfinished road, which would ultimately go off somewhere else. And yes, because it will be part of a big giant world. Then we have this lovely stadium right here, which I'm going to drop down. And we're going to have a little inside. Inside the stadium, we have got some vending machines, which... Oh, I don't get any drinks. Yes, so we've got some custom display vending machines in here. So let's just move on up here, up these steps, and we enter the stadium.
That was badass. Like, it's hard to get light or small grid stuff on a large grid like that.
Yes, so we have a football stadium
Yes.
up here, which is really well done. It's a nice stadium. I mean, if you made this a bit bigger,
It's a lot of chairs.
stadium, which would be amazing. Although with Space Engineers, it wouldn't end very well. It would be very quick.
What is this good for?
Building here for us to go.
Yeah, you should, okay. If he's running this on an i5, whatever, and he thinks he's having performance problems when it looks like it's nice and smooth, I think I'll be fine. I don't have to worry. So yeah, I'm gonna throw out some music. Oh, we missed the eclipse. I'll move into position for the eclipse, and then I'll go grab a quick break, and I'll be right back.
Energy low.
Just want to try something on the overclocking front. I just want to quickly read here, and then I'm going to go grab that. Weird. So the server needs a minimum 3 logical cores. It's weird. If I go down to 3 cores, I'll get 4.5 gigahertz instead of 4.3, which should actually help the game. If I went down to 4.2, I'd get 4.6. Hold on, I'm going to try that. Space engineer located server 2 log. So I've had 1 core for the CPU and 1 core for the.
Energy critical.
No.
Fuel low.
Oh no. Oh no. No, where'd I go? Start?
Fuel critical. Energy critical.
This is why you were in the bedroom, Jasper. A little bit longer and I'll give you your software. Just can you leave me alone for like half an hour? Can you do that? He just sort of, I don't think he did it on purpose, but it looked like a wink. No. It says 3, but I'm going to try 2. Let's just see what happens. I have to end the stream for that. no momentum.